program. I'm here to talk about the journey of S Engineering Works. I started S Engineering Works in 1999 with a view of providing engineering services, in particularly in the field of aluminium fabrication and fitting, because at that time I felt there was an opportunity in it, and I took up the opportunity. So to be able to run a company that is is respected in the field of engineering, I had to register it, and we had to follow all the legal procedures so that we would run the company when it is recognized by government. Our major activities, aluminium fabrication, steel fabrication, glass lamination, and others as time went on, because that is basically what we started with. And because with the aluminium, because we had already a 5 years experience, because had been working with other companies, so I had enough experience. So I thought it would be ideal for me to start that business, so that I will be able to fill in the gap that was there at that time, and maybe even up to today, because the gap is still there anyway. Yes. With the time, since we started, there are many things we have achieved. As a person, there are things that I've achieved which I may not mention. And also, on the side of government, we've helped to train fellow Ugandans, employ fellow Ugandans, at least to reduce the burden on government of unemployment. So, as it is the case now, there are things that we have done. We have been in this field for some time. Now, we are looking at making expansions in this field, maybe venturing into maybe bigger businesses with the time, maybe. But as for now, we're still concentrating on the fabrication. The fabrication bit only. But maybe with time we shall venture into expansion. That is what we think we can be doing in the near future. Just like any new business that you start, it is always hard. One, because you don't have the client base. I think a client base is always built. You build with time. Because normally, because for a person who is starting, like now for us who start from almost zero, you find that one, you don't have the client base. Two, you don't have enough capital. Because if you have enough capital, you can say you go straight away to advertising, so that you're attracting more customers immediately. But because for us, what we did was, because we didn't have enough capital, what actually helped us to grow was the customers who had worked for. They kept on referring us to other customers, and in that way we built a customer base, and which is still supporting us up to today. And if you look back again, during that time, things were not easy. I think the aluminium business, yes, it was there. There were some few other players who were there, but if you compare that period of time and today, there's been a lot of growth. There's the number of Ugandans we've trained have also trained others, and those they trained have also trained others. So it's now a bigger market, and I think the contribution to the economy is big. Previously, before we started doing this, we're doing the they went into the business. There were foreigners who were brought in as expatriates to come and do these works here. So the expatriates were taking away the money. Our people were not getting employment, but we opened up the doors. And when particularly when I started the business, fellow other Ugandans looked at what I was doing and said, but if this man can, we can also do the same. So in that way, there are many other companies which were created after. Although to me, somehow it is what? It is a competition. It creates competition, but to the country as a whole, it is something of great importance because because of, as I said, it creates employment, and then it also increases the tax collected by government. Some people have seen what we have been able to achieve, and some people have seen the number of how this business has grown over time. I think there is no business that like these hands-on skills. There's nothing bad. It is just a mindset because we had been taught to go and look for employment. But you know, when you start this hands-on type of works, it opens for you the way. I think it is not something there whereby somebody will tell you tomorrow, I'm laying you off. Who will lay you off with the knowledge you have? You can be able to do much more with the knowledge you've acquired on your own, even without having somebody to lay you off. So with this kind of work, it is something very good, and I think I would encourage the government to keep training more students into basically technical works, because it is something, though some people think it is bad, it is something that is very good because you will live with it for the rest of your life. You have the knowledge. You can even train your children, because we've seen our fellow Indians when they come here. I think they will come with their children. They teach their children what to do, and the children are able to carry on. I see. With a white collar job, today you are doing the work here. The next day you are laid off, or you may not. Yes, you may get money. You may employ even your children. But you know, this is something that you have set out for your children and even for your grandparents. Because for your grandchildren, because the machines are there, the tools are there. It is just the knowledge which you keep passing over to them, and if it is run properly, it can run into generations. Which in some cases for white collar jobs, which may not happen, because if the head of the business, if the head of the family who was an accountant, say for example, I'm not saying that being an accountant is bad, but if you are an accountant, yes, you may teach your children to be an accountant, but the children may decide to choose another career path. But here, if a child decides to choose another career path, still he will have acquired the knowledge of fabrication, and where there's an accountant, he can still come back and do his work here. So he can juggle. He can maybe do this the fabrication on top of being an accountant. So to me, I would encourage because for me, with what I've achieved, I would encourage the government to keep on helping other people to join or to train more people to do such kind of technical works, to help even others who are not employed to get more skills and even employ others. For us in our training program here, normally like the workers that we get are workers who are normally not who come when they do not know anything. We train them. When they acquire skills, so they can then even train others. I see. And there are times in our training also here, we have such students who come from universities, tertiary institutions, who come and get some knowledge from us here, and then go out there and use, because for example, there are others, maybe I will not mention names here, but who came here for internship and eventually went and started the same kind of business, and they are doing well. Particularly one particular case where this person did not even look for a job one day. What he did was just immediately after leaving school, he went and started his own workshop, and he's doing well. When, say, for example, a new client comes in here, what we welcome him, we sit and talk to him. We take him through all the processes For example, if a customer was going to buy aluminium, I see, and then we shall also show him, say, yes, what colors. For example, our codes are here, some codes are here. Then we take him through what types of aluminium, because there are like about 4 or 5. I see. Then after that introductory bit, then normally in most cases we either ask the customer whether he has the measurements or not. And if the customer does not have the measurements, we go to the site and take the measurements. Come and give him a quotation. Then after the quotation, then if the customer is ready, and then he comes and sits down, we agree, pays. After he has paid some money, because we not necessarily ask for the full payment. We normally ask for maybe half or something like that to start with. Then do his work. Then after the work has been done and completed, then we take and fix. In most cases, we don't leave it to people to go and fix. We do the fixing ourselves. However far it is, we do the fixing ourselves. So that we don't want a case where somebody comes and says, no, these people did for me work, and then the work did not come out well. So we try to avoid such kind of things, so that we take the windows, for example, go and fix them, and then ask the customer if he's satisfied with our work or not. If there's anything that he's complaining about, we try as much as possible to rectify it, and then maybe hand over, so that we separate the client properly, and so that through that he can refer us to other customers. Because when a customer comes here, you give him time. We give him time. We listen to him. And then if there are any issues that arise, we try as much as possible within the shortest period of time to sort out such issues that have come. And two, the quality of our works. We try to make sure that our quality is to the standard. I see. Because we don't want, because it's not like somebody who is trying to run away from, or maybe trying to finish, like some people say, just finishing up so that it gets the customer off his back. That's not what we do. We try to make sure the customer is satisfied with our work, I think, and many other things. So these are the things that normally attract the customers to us. Well, like as any kind of business, there are challenges that comes in. Maybe issues of capital, those come in, because that one you build it slowly. At times you find when you have a requirement and you need to finish up a project, so there maybe that's when at times you run to the banks to try to see that you get what such projects finished in time, I think. But then maybe other things can be power. But these days now the powers are stabilized. So I don't want to say that power is a problem, but it has now stabilized. At least the government has done its best to make sure that power is there to industries. So which is a plus, and on that side of it, I don't see any other challenges. Yes, the COVID had a serious effect on us. For example, some people lost their relatives during that period of time. The work was not done. So, and then when we came back, recovery has been a problem. Customers are not there. As in, customers come once a while. So maybe it is also because maybe they are also affected. That's why possibly they are few, maybe. So maybe with time, when the economy improve, maybe when the economy improves, then possibly we shall see the customers coming back and things may change. Well, as citizens who have to support the country, we have to pay taxes. But at times the taxes become a burden. At times. But as citizens, we have to pay. We have to pay the taxes. But okay, at times it affects us. But where maybe government normally comes, comes in, for example, is when we are doing imports. When we import goods, at times there are cases where they have been exempting us from paying withholding tax. Though it is not that real exemption, it is you pay it after. You pay it at the end of the financial year. So somehow at that particular point, it helps you to be able to clear your goods and then go and sell them and then pay. So that's where the government has come in. But as for financing for maybe for expansion, say for example like UDB, Yes, UDB, we've not, maybe we've not applied. Maybe I think we're eligible, but maybe we don't know the criteria. We don't know the criteria well, possibly that's why we've not gone to them. But otherwise, I think government has put in that money through UDB, which is meant for us, a small scale and large scale industries. Maybe particularly in my case, maybe I've not taken advantage of it. Possibly, maybe because I don't know the procedures. So the way forward is continue providing the services as we have been. Maybe also making sure that the customers are satisfied with our products, with our services, so that at least the business can keep on growing over time. We have UNBS, which checks, which looks at the quality of the products. I see. There are government agencies which have been there, which have been put. For example, UNBS. UNBS is there to look at the quality of the products that are put in the market. So that issue of saying that our Uganda products are not good is not there. Our products are very good, and I would even encourage people who are not in Uganda here to come and buy, because these days there are many things in the country, many factories which are in the country manufacturing various things, whereby if customers can come, and the issue of quality is not a problem. It is just because some people have that perception of thinking that the Ugandan products are inferior, but actually they are not. During this Christmas period, we have been running a small promotion here, where we encourage our customers to come and buy, and then we give them discounts, which discounts will only last during this Christmas period. So I call upon the customers to take advantage of this period of time to place their orders, so that they take advantage of these discounts, because you never know what you may save now can do. The money you save from aluminium can be able to do something else. As I said earlier, we deliver these goods to the customers and then fix them. But then normally there's what we call the defects liability period. In our works, normally we allow the defects liability period of about 6 months. 6 months. In case or the products we've supplied develop a problem within that period of time, it is our duty to be able to put it right. If it is, unless maybe it is a glass, because glass can break. But if there are rollers or aluminium or any effect on aluminium or something else other than glass, we can be able to replace it. Or even if it is a window that has got damaged completely, we remove and fix a new one in that period of 6 months. My major appeal to our customers is that take advantage of this period. Place your orders, so that maybe during you save some money for school fees, because school fees is at the corner. It is just in January or February when students are going back to school. So take advantage, place your orders now, so that you take advantage of the discounts and save some little money to take back the student to school. My major appeal to government is to look at the issue of inflation, because inflation is killing us. Inflation is killing us. Businesses are being affected because of the inflation. Well, the effects may be external, but the external effects we know. But they are also internal effects. So I would request the government to work on the internal effects, because with the external it is beyond maybe beyond the ability of government. But the internal ones, I know they can be able to handle. So that is our major appeal, because right now every commodity, the price changes, because the inflation rate is really very high. And particularly to employees, it has actually eroded their purchasing power, because somebody's salary ends up getting used up on foodstuffs at home. So he may not have money to do some small investments. So it's better for government to work on those internal causes of inflation, and then so that the economy can improve from where it is. Because I know out here, maybe out here it is us who feel the brunt of the inflation, and it is really affecting us so much. In a conclusion, I thank our customers for supporting us all this while, and I still appeal to them to continue supporting us as we also continue providing them better services and with the new innovations that are coming. So they take advantage of the discounts. In a nutshell, I've talked about so much. I'm still there. Maybe somebody may not know. For those who have started watching us later, my name is Anguyo Richard, the MD of S Engineering Works, and our contacts are 0772 419 695, 0753 71 0055. 0782 978 616. We are located on plot 129B, 7th Street and 5th Street Junction, in this place called Go Down or Industrial Area, or 7th Street Industrial Area. I thank UBC for the opportunity they have given me to talk about my journey, the journey of S Engineering Works, and showcasing our products, and also hearing from me, or hearing from me, and also allowing me to be able to talk to our audience, because it is really a once in a lifetime chance, and I appreciate it so much. So all this. As we build Uganda and buy Uganda and build Uganda for God and my country.
Get value for your money by choosing the right paint. With Global Paints, you don't just paint, but paint for generations to come. Make Global Paints a paint of choice and make your building a paradise. We have weather coat emulsion, undercoat emulsion, silk vinyl emulsion, flat emulsion, super gloss, and high gloss.